December the 20th, and it's Batmail Day. G'day viewers, welcome back to the channel. It's Mel here with your host Poindexter and the channel's own Stig, Kaz. Kaz, say Batmail's my hero to the viewers, Kaz.
Batmail's my hero to the viewers, Kaz.
All right, so let's check out the Batmobile, or I like to call it the Batmail-mobile. So what we're looking at is a Scalextric 132 scale, which this thing is massive. Batmobile from the 1989 movie Batman, which starred Michael Keaton as Batman, of course. You had Jack Nicholson playing the Joker, and you had Kim Basinger, who played Vicky Vale. Now, Michael Keaton actually did 2 movies as Batman, which both movies had this car, as far as I remember. So, Scalextric released this early to mid last year, 2024. Now, I've had this probably, I think I picked it up towards the end of last year. Obviously, I've done a few mods, as Kaz just showed you before with the lights going on and off. I've fixed the wiring, so even if I put a Carson chip in it, I can turn the lights on and off. Plus, also, there's some major work done to it. I'll give you a clue. What happened to the motor that was in the Mad Max Falcon from Saturday the 13th? And also, I've done my usual with the lighting, so we'll get into that very shortly. By the way, I think it comes in a really grouse display case. So this is the car in the display case. And just to show how big this car is, Kaz, can you bring down the 1966 TV version of the Batmobile? It's coming. We're getting there. Woohoo! Look at that. So this guy is fairly large. Now, you would have remembered seeing this last year's Day 6 counting Slotcaster Christmas. That's the one here. So look at the difference. Really doesn't justify it. The black one, I'll get Poindexter to move that little bit. This the 1989 one is definitely a bit longer. So I was a big fan of Michael Keaton movies because they're a little bit sort of like over the top, just like the TV series was. So yeah, let's get up close and personal with this car. All right, so yeah, this thing is massive. I personally think Batman was trying to compensate for something. Batmail doesn't have that problem. It's got a cool, like, as Kaz looks at me weirdly, it's got the cool Batman logo here. I don't know if that's the right way. Or is it that way? Which way is the writing? Yeah, that way. Kaz is trying. There's the Carson chip I've installed, so this thing can go back on the shelf, unplug it, put the normal panel back on. Bob's your uncle. I have done something somewhere else on this car. But yeah, the thing, you could actually swing a cat how much room you got inside. The only weird part, by the way, is, which I get it, they put a Sidewinder in, there's so much room they could do an inline, but because you got this big jet engine, it's going to have a decent wind because of the Sidewinder. Anyway, look at this beast. What a black beauty. I think Scalextric done a really good job. I mean, there's not too much detail with the car, in the sense of like, meaning the movie car didn't really have that much. But yeah, just the overall aesthetics of it, it looks really cool. Looks fast sitting still. And I can understand why it has to come in that bigger display box. I should really take the 20 off, but it'll probably get blown off by the speed, which you'll find out shortly. And you might guess, hang on, you might guess that obviously I've done something around this area with LEDs, so we'll suss it out later. But yeah. Oh, the other thing too is if you've watched the movies, Kaz will pick it up for you. See how I got these lines here? That's where those gun pods were, you know, they popped up and you had the big 50 caliber machine guns. I mean, it'd be cool if they did pop up, but hey, can't complain what we got. Anyway, naked Poindexter, Dick and Ethan. I think it's time to hit the track and we'll come back.
Mel, I think this car's too big for this track.
That's what she said. All right, Kaz, got it set up just like the Mad Max. Bring it down, please. Like I was just saying, this is your Sky Electric 1989 Batmobile from Batman of that year. So, Kaz, what's your thoughts on the car?
It's really cool. I like it. One of my favourites.
Yeah, it is pretty cool, isn't it? Now, did you find it a bit slower than the Mad Max one?
Yes, it's just when it starts, it's a little bit slower.
Yeah, just all the extra weight. I actually haven't weighed it to see what the difference is, but don't forget, this has only got the 40k RPM motor, where Mad Max has got a 46k RPM motor. I suppose that will make a bit of a difference. If you don't know about Batmal, go check out this short. Or maybe, I'm Batmal. So that is Saturday, December the 20th. It did go pretty fast because it's blown off the stickers. So Kaz, say goodbye to Batmal forever. Is that what you want?
Yes, please. Say goodbye to Batmal forever.
Viewers.
Viewers.
Anyway, I think everybody gets the gist, Kaz. Yeah. Anyway, so thanks for watching. Leave a comment. I will get back to you. So it's goodbye from myself, Mel, aka Batmal. Old mate Poindexter, and of course Kaz. Bye. See yous. We're gonna go, maybe.